Because of pandemic, I haven't seen Troy in real life. I just saw him now. He's more built than what I have done, so I should add more muscles, but there is no time to do that now. I didn't know that he was, and he lifts, so I didn't know that. So sorry about that.
Hello, everyone. Troy here, your friendly neighborhood community manager for all things Crusader Kings related. Today, we have me on Ghost Voice, but not for very long, as I introduce our guest today. We will be having a very special stream today with our art team, fantastic as they are, to talk about all the things they're working on. We have representatives today from the 2D team, the 3D character team, as well as the 3D environment team. So, join them, check out what they have to offer, and without further ado, here's Joachim.
Hello, I'm Joachim Carlberg. I'm the lead environment artist here on CK3. And I've been working on it since release.
Hello, I'm also Joachim, but with a K instead of a C. And I'm a junior character artist here at Paradox. Been here for about a year and a half, if my memory serves.
My name is Ahmed al-Bassaki. I am a concept artist and an illustrator. I have been working on CK3 for 3 years, going into the 4th year now.
Lucia, I'm the outsourcing artist on CK3, and I've been doing that for, well, it will soon be a year. And again, thank you everybody for joining. I kind of jump between 3D and 2D, so it's I'll be here with both Joachims and Ahmed.
Yes, and you're great at both the jobs. You are the best outsourcing artist, Lucia.
Thanks.
And so, what are we going to be working on today, everyone?
From the 3D end, we're gonna be working a bit on a static asset. Well, I'm gonna be just showing off the workflow of making a basic artifact in the game. And then we're gonna move over to Joachim, who's gonna be working on
some of the characters. We'll be showing you some of the war nobles from Iberia.
Yeah, and me, I'll be drawing Troy and Joachim. I'll be doing quick sketches for them in CK3 style clothing. So, yeah.
I will be assisting Joachim with the War Noble and also talking a bit about CK3 hairstyles and beards.
Sounds like we have a full day ahead of us. I can't wait. In the meantime, I hope you all enjoy. Ahmed's going to get started on those sketches immediately while we discuss exactly what goes into the art process.
If you guys have seen the Div Diary, the latest one, I have been, the art team, we have been working on the process of the event illustrations. So the Div Diary was mostly focusing on 2D art. So today I'll be speaking about how to do how to draw the characters. What is the thinking that goes behind that? The reason why I'm doing that is because a lot of people have written in the forums that we love to see the work that goes behind. They were surprised about the amount of tips that were taken in order to create the piece. So I need a couple of information before I start. So I ask my colleagues about their height, the country they're from, because the country will decide what clothing from CK3 we will be drawing. So the country is important, so we know the region. And Niels, our 3D artist lead, is the one who has helped me with gathering the references. So I'll be going through very briefly on what is the thinking that goes behind doing those characters. So one of the most important things is the anatomy. You should have an understanding of anatomy. It's very, very important. The proportions, where everything is located, the human body, so that's very essential. Having an understanding of perspective. So, like for example, if you see in the feet here, it should be like, it shows that his right feet, Alessandro's right feet, is in front and the other one in the back, So basic understanding of that as well. Contour lines. What do I mean by contour lines? Contour lines are like if I want to place a belt or a crown, for example, all right? Where is it, how will I place it? So an understanding of contours is very, very important, because like if I want to place, like let's say something here, if I don't know the contour lines, it's going to be flat. I'm going to do something like that, but that's not how it works in real life.
That is a very, very good point from our side as well, because if we get art like what you're showing right now, it's very easy to understand how those things would be made in 3D.
Exactly. In 3D, Lucia, it's straightforward. The program, does some of the heavy lifting. But for us 2D, you should do everything on your own, Like even it helps when you shade, like where the shadow will go. It all depends on the contour line. Something very important also is a dynamic pose, having a cool pose to show the character of the character, like the personality. So that's also very important. Shading also to make the character pop, make it more 3D. Colors and contrast is also very important. Color harmony, which colors work well together, and what is light in value, what is dark in value, to make stuff easy to read and readable. I'm going to jump to some examples. Right here we have Troy and Joachim. Troy, our community manager, Joachim, our 3D environment lead. So I'm going to be sketching each one of them for 10 minutes. I have them prepared, so I have done them before the stream beforehand. So I wouldn't be able to finish them. So I'm going to go through them. So 10 minutes for Troy, please.
All right, 10 minutes for Troy.
Because of pandemic, I haven't seen Troy in real life. I just saw him now. He's more built than what I have done, so I should add more muscles, but there's no time to do that now. I didn't know that he was, and he lifts, so I didn't know that. So sorry about that. I have done a lot of these for Paradox. Before we split into studios, I was working in Europa, Universalis, and other games. So I've been doing some characters. I also worked with a lot of people. Joakim was my lead at some time, so we worked together.
This Joachim over here?
Sorry?
This Joachim over here?
Yeah, Joakim with the C.
Joachim
Not with the...
It's going to be really easy to keep us apart this stream.
Yeah, Joakim with the C, not with the K.
Yeah, there was one point earlier when I was like the art lead for all of CK3 before. Since then we've gotten more leads, so I'm not burdening all of that responsibility at the same time anymore. My mind is grateful for that.
Exactly.
But yeah.
Yeah, we usually were working on buildings.
I was a lot of holding concepts back when we were for the base game and then for the DLCs and such.
Exactly.
Kind of build on what you were talking about earlier as well. I do remember back earlier, the art department on Paradox used to be coalesced into one big group. We were all sitting in the same place. I do remember we had that. We had one whiteboard. I think you filled it with sketches of everyone there.
Yeah, Joachim, you forget that, but Celine reminded me a couple of days ago. Like, Ahmed, you did you drew the whole team maybe 3 times or 4 times by now. I forgot about that.
Just a few days ago, I was trying to help another artist from Stellaris, and we like the mesh we received from him. I think it took like three 3D artists to like patch it up and make it actually work for the exporting. So there is definitely something to say about 2D artists using 3D software.
In the end, it comes down to like what you're actually going to be using it for. Because like working with 3D or 2D art in general, it's a lot about what is the end product. If it's gonna be running on a real time on a computer, then it needs to be real time graphics. That's a whole. Then it's all of a sudden you have requirements. But if it's only for rendering something that's then going to be put into a 2D image, or if it's going to be part of something bigger, then mesh cohesiveness, meshed like how clean the mesh is not as important as it just doing its job, pretty much.
Yeah.
A very good point. On that note, Ahmed, exactly. You're moving on the right direction on that canvas.
Thank you so
much. The 10 minutes
are
up.
Yeah, I was just about. All right, now Joachim. يعني the true Viking. يعني والله your piece, I hope you like it. It turned out يعني nice. If those characters were يعني cards, like Pokemon cards or collectibles, yours would be my favorite, والله.
Oh.
So far, والله, I don't want to, oversell it, but it turned out, like a Viking. Yeah.
True. With that hairstyle, I think it's one of our FP1 hairstyles, perhaps. I'm not sure. Now, the only thing he's missing in the 3D model are the glasses. So basically, you've been doing this for so long that it's just magic to the rest of us. And natural to you.
Magic is a big word, but I know what you mean. I think so, yeah. I've been doing that for and especially line work. I really enjoy line work. I think it's not given enough love. Moving to the digital era more, focusing on 3D and stuff. But I really enjoy line art. And I also heard one of my friends, not only a friend, I consider him a mentor. His name is Fahad. He is back home in Bahrain. I told him I noticed when I came to Sweden, I noticed that even in art, people in each region, they respect or focus on different parts of art. Like in Sweden, for example, I feel they appreciate paintings more. And he told me, like, maybe this has to do with the history. Like, since in Arabic regions or Islam, we had some sayings of maybe, some sayings religiously that art is not. So maybe that led into people moving away from art and going to calligraphy and focusing on line work. So, generation after generation, maybe that led to, because I see that a lot, and people from Middle East, they focus a lot on, they focus more on line art and more than painting, for example. Like the painterly effect that I see some of the artists from the West focus on more. I feel like we don't focus on that as much. So, I'm going to show everybody the final. First, focus on Troy. So, sorry, happened a little bit fast. Okay, so the sketch that I made, the correct one in my free time, So this was it. Then I moved to cleaner line work. I clean it up. So I do that. Okay, that's the second step. Then, in order for it to read, I play with the thickness of the lines. So I push it even more. Then I add the colors. Then, in order for it to pop more, I add the background. Then, in order to separate it even more, boom, backlights.
Oh, nice. That rim light really makes it pop at the end.
Yes. Okay, and let's now go to Joakim. Let's see, a sketch. So that's a sketch. Then I add the line work. And then let's add the background. Then I add the colors. Oh, sorry. Boom. Boom. Yeah.
Nice.
That's one of my favorite characters.
Very cool. I love Troy's very red leggings.
So yeah, that's it for my part. Now we move to Joakim and the 3D team.
Thank you for watching, everyone. If you like this, there's more stuff right here. And you can find us more on twitch.tv/ParadoxInteractive. Join us.